Yo, what is up, family? It's Billy back with another Chicago Sports Paradise. So, on this episode of Chicago Sports Paradise, I'm gonna go ahead and recap the Bears Titans game. Now, I understand I'm at least a good 5.5 to 6 days late on this video, so I'm not really gonna, dig too deep on it. But first, what I am gonna do is start off with an extremely detailed and in-depth overview of how the whole game went. All right, so let's start with the quick overview of how everything went. We all seen it, man. It was Bears 101, man. It was being a Bears fan in a nutshell, which is crazy because we have, it seems like, plenty of these games a year, every year, in these games. But the difference is this year we didn't have a quarterback ruin it by throwing an interception or fumbling the ball, which was a positive, a big, huge positive that came from this game. We're seeing Caleb Williams kind of take care of the ball a little bit better, than we remember most quarterbacks acting with the ball in their hands. They get fidgety. I mean, he looked fidgety, like he said a couple weeks ago, or was it? I think it was like week 3 in the preseason. He told some coach, "Yo, man, I don't get nervous, man. Fuck all that shit." He looked nervous last weekend, and he wasn't playing a great team. I mean, they had DeAndre Hopkins, but they still had a quarterback that was playing his first game. You know what I mean? So it's not like they had this huge hill to climb. I think, like I said, man, the special teams really kicked it off. They brought the energy. We only, I mean, we didn't even sniff the end zone until the second half, and we didn't even get in the end zone the entire game. Every single touch. Oh, I mean, the defense did. Sorry, the defense got in the end zone, but it was defense and special teams that got everything going. Was it? I think it was. I just watched it today. 3 minutes and 44 seconds into, the second quarter. I forget his name, man. Carter, DeAndre Carter, I think it is. He's actually, well, I mean, we'll talk about that in a different video, but he's probably going to be starting the next game because we have a couple injuries. But yeah, man, nice return, nice 45, 50, 55 yard return. I mean, it was good and put us in position to where at halftime we could go up like, all right, cool, at least we put points on the board. You give Cairo Santos any look at that uprights, he's gonna knock the ball through. So he was true all day. He was good. So then, of course, we go into halftime down 17-3. Because as good as our defense held them, I mean, if you look at the overview of the game, right, most people are going to react to the second half because it was just so diametrically opposed to what happened in the first half. It was crazy how opposite it was. So the defense dominated the second half, but the first half allowed 17 points. Didn't play all that great, So for kind of like a second string wide receiver, punt returner, kickoff returner, whatever homie was at that point. Excuse me. For him to give us that return and spark up the energy in the room for the whole team, that was great. It was a good little burst of energy for us. So we come out at halftime with 3 points on the board, right? First offensive possession, we're stoked, right? Nothing happens, right? Nothing happens. I think maybe we get another field goal, right? We kept getting field goals, and another credit to the defense. What they did was held them to nada. They ended the game with 17 points. So not only did the defense take away the ball a couple of times, they also stopped them from scoring. They also held them out of the end zone, held them out of field goal distance. You know, they held them. So our defense played great. Of course, everybody knows about. Everybody, will talk about, oh, Will Levis, he made such a bad decision with throwing the ball and giving it to Tyreek Stevenson. Well, we were only losing by one at that point. So we really didn't need that defensive burst. I think Caleb Williams could have found the end zone. In the amount of time that was left, I think there was I want to say 9 minutes. Shit, may have been 3 minutes. I don't fucking know. But there was still time where we could have driven the ball down the field. Even if we got in the field goal range, it would have been nice. We were only down by one. We would have taken the lead with however much time was left on the clock. We would have looked in good shape. But defense does what it does. Our front four is raw, right? You got Andrew Billings, right? And I don't think people talk about him enough, man. Got Andrew Billings playing right in the middle, stuffing up the middle, right? Making it so those linebackers can run side to side. Those linebackers can play free because we got a big defensive tackle taking care of things up front, right? And then you got Montez Sweat coming off the side. I think, we got that dude Darrell Taylor that came from the Seahawks that wrecked shop in the first game. And that new kid, Austin Booker, out of I forget what school, but he's looking good too. So we got 2, possibly 3 high quality defensive ends. So you can plug and play them however you want. Give one a bunch of, however they do it. We're good on the defensive line. And of course, our linebackers, oh man. Got that 2024 Briggs Urlacher Hillenmeyer vibe going. No bad vibes, you know what I mean? All the good ones. So I think we're gonna play better. I think we're gonna play a lot better. But we played, well enough to get the win. It was a Bears win, but like I said, at least Caleb Williams didn't fumble the ball with 45 seconds left. Or they call a pass play with 50 seconds left. Instead of the victory formation, they call a pass play. He throws an interception with pick 6. You're like, God damn it. And then they get the 2-point conversion. We're like, oh, okay, cool. Great. That's what being a Bears fan is in a nutshell. We came away with this win, which is great. You know what I mean? You can't ask for much more than that. In the next video, we'll do a preview of the Bears-Titans game, which should be another good game, but who knows? All right, so I'll see y'all for the next video. Go Bears.